You were one of the first people to use tools. Congratulations! Your reward? A life filled with starvation, predators, infections, and probably getting your skull crushed by a rock. You open your eyes for the first time on the dry plains of East Africa. It's hot, you're cold, you're hungry, and you're mostly hairless, which is incredibly inconvenient because nights here are freezing, and your only blanket is your terrified, equally hairless mother. You're Homo Habilis, the so-called handyman, the first toolmaker, the early innovator. You'll die before 35. Your brain is bigger than the apes around you, but not by much. You can think a bit better, but just enough to realize how much everything wants to eat you. Your childhood is short. You don't have time for toys or cuddles. You learn to walk not because it's developmentally appropriate, but because something large, fast, and hungry is already chasing your clan. There are no houses, no shoes, no fire, no medicine. If you get a splinter in your foot and it gets infected, you might just die. Or if you scrape your knee, great, now you're bleeding in lion country. Every tree you climb is a gamble. Every bush might hide a leopard. You know fear before you know speech. You're always hungry. Food is whatever you can find that doesn't kill you first. Roots, grubs, moldy berries, dead things. Sometimes you find a carcass, but you're not the only one. Hyenas are already ripping it apart. You don't have fangs, you don't have claws. All you've got is a rock. So you bang the rock on the bones and, surprise, it works. You get some marrow. It's warm, slimy, and tastes like wet dirt. But it's fat. It's energy. And you can feel your brain thank you, just a little. Congratulations, you've just invented butchery. Your kind is known for tools. That's the one cool thing about you. Except, they suck. You crack rocks against each other until they break, leaving jagged edges. You don't even tie them to sticks yet. Just sharp rocks. You use them to cut hide, scrape bone, or throw at small animals who are definitely faster than you. Every time you make a tool, there's a 50% chance you cut yourself with it. Infection again. Remember that? Still no antibiotics. Still, you feel smart. You feel proud. Then you cut your hand open and get maggots in the wound. You don't live in a cozy village. You live in a loose group of anxious bipeds who grunt and snarl at each other whenever there's food. You don't have names. You don't have rules. You have survival. Someone eats too much, they might get a rock to the head. Someone gets sick, they might get left behind. Your mother probably died young. Your father? You don't even know what that is. Parenting isn't a thing yet. If you're lucky, an older female tolerates you. If not, you're alone. Let's talk about predators. Lions, saber-toothed cats, crocodiles, eagles the size of motorcycles. And they all see you the same way, like a skinny, slow, upright chicken nugget. You can't outrun them. You can't outfight them. The only thing you can do is huddle in a tree and hope they don't climb too. Every sound in the grass could be death. Every shadow. Every rustle of leaves. No wonder your brain evolved to feel anxiety. You needed it just to stay alive long enough to reproduce. There is no concept of recovery. Break your leg? That's it. Lose some teeth? Starvation. No fire means no way to disinfect. No cooking. If your water isn't clean, diarrhea. If your food isn't fresh, parasites. You're not dying from violence. You're dying from small, stupid things. Things that in the future will be solved with soap. But not for you. If you live to 30, you're ancient. But even getting there is a slog. Arthritis before your 20s, worn teeth, permanent hunger, parasites in your gut, scabs that never heal. Your knees are giving up, and there's no language to even say I'm tired. You fall asleep on a cold rock under the stars, your ears twitching at every sound, and wonder, is this what it means to be human?
You don't know it, but you're laying the foundation for the future. One day, your descendants will build fire, then cities, then space travel. But you'll be a footnote, a fossil in a museum, a funny skull with a nickname scientists gave you. No songs will remember you. No one will mourn you. But without you, they wouldn't exist. You were the prototype, the glitchy beta test for Homo sapiens. You used tools. You started everything. But all that got you was a few more bites of rotten meat and a slower death. You weren't the strongest. You weren't the smartest. You were just early. And in evolution, being early mostly means you get to suffer so the others don't have to. So yeah, it sucked to be Homo Habilis. But thanks for dying in the dirt so the rest of us could invent TikTok.